It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's the 49ers. Rocket Arm quarterback. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Rams under the lights on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light. Glad to have you with us, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Huard up here in the broadcast booth. And Brock, one side with a clear advantage coming into this one, coming off the bye. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And here we go in prime time. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And he's able to work this down to the 41. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They're set up at the 35 now. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fields out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it and doing his job.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. We've got second down. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. He's running for it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Finds his target, Allen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Play action, Fields. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age in the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Escapes a defender. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Rams will take possession. First down throw for Fields. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll run here with Blake Corum. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Looking to throw Fields. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Fields looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Off play action, it's Fields. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, All I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Field throwing here. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. So here come the 49ers on offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. To the air now on 1st and 10. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Motion man sent left. Here he is on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. Ball at the 33 for first down. Fields to throw it. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And it sets up second down. Throwing now from the gun. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Now Fields. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You've got to keep punishing your opponent.
That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to take over possession. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They go play action here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Into the hands of Kittle. He's across midfield into Rams territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you've got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Running back, motioning right. Fields on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Fields to throw. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he gets him around 6 there. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Another throw for Fields. He'll get this to Kupp. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Give to Corum from the gun. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Stick with Corum. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 3rd and just 2 to go. Corum again. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Rams are set to punt. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And this one sails out, no return on the punt. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Brought in right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this 1st half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. Mitch Wishnowsky on the punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First down throw for Fields. Allen on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Fields out of the gun. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Trying again following the sack. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for him. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. They get 5 yards, and that is how we close out half number 1. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the Cleveland Browns. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kyren Williams. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. That throw finds Kittle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Looking to the air here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here's 2nd and 11. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Rams are set to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's tackled for a short gain. The rookie from Michigan there that time. And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jared Verse on the tackle. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're going to run on first down with Corum. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Fred Warner. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. A give to Corum. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. His pass caught by Nacua. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Completes this one to Corum.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
1 yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Fields. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. From the 31. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So out now comes the punter. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Rams will take possession. Back out runs their offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Play action, Fields. find Nakua here. There he goes, right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Corum straight ahead. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Field throwing here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
A 3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal. Joshua Carty.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. A very short kick here from the right hash. Slide's kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And coming off a 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. First and 10, looking to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
2nd and 10 now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They kick the running back in motion. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down. Working inside the red zone. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Corum. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give up the middle to Corum. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd down run by Corum. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Fields on 3rd. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Motioning left is their running back. From the 22 on 2nd down. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. 3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Kittle. And he pushes this up beyond the 20 before going out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. This is hauled in by Atwell. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running the counter, Corum. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
He gets this one to Nacua. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. His pass caught by Nacua. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Off play action, it's Fields. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. 49ers losing by 14. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. To throw. That throw finds Kittle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Running back sent in motion. Cut out left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Kittle brings it in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. Setting up for the kneel down on third. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. We don't get a return out of that punt, and it'll be their football. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket, and they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.